Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Sarah. Everyone who knew Sarah called her Red, mainly because red was her favorite color. She wore red every day. Red was doing big things with her life. She was a senior in college and so excited about her upcoming graduation. One day, while Red was in her women's studies class preparing for an upcoming exam, Casey, one of Red's classmates, invited her to a party that one of the fraternities was throwing. "Hey, Red, I know you don't like to hang out much, but why don't you come to the campus party this weekend? It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, I hear there's going to be a live band, kegs, and there's even going to be a $500 costume party with free entry." I don't know about that. I don't really get into the whole party scene like that. Plus, I have an upcoming exam that I really need to study for. I don't think I'll be able to make it. Come on, Red. You study all the time. You know the material better than anyone I know. Besides, you really could use a break from schoolwork. Please come to the party for me? Pretty please? I don't ever ask you to do much, just this one thing. Plus, I think you would have a really good time. Besides, when's the last time you did anything outside of schoolwork? Tell me you'll at least sleep on it. Okay, I will sleep on it. But I'm telling you right now, don't hold your breath. I really want to make an A on my exam, so my studies definitely come first. But if I do have some extra time, maybe I will go to the party. That's all I ask. The next day, Red receives a phone call from her mother, telling her that her grandmother is a bit under the weather. "Hi, Mom. What's up?" "Hello, sweetheart. How is everything going with you?" "Everything's going okay, Mom. Just studying for an upcoming exam in my women's studies class. How is everything with you and Dad?" "Oh, everything's okay with your father and I. But your grandmother's not feeling too well. You think you could go to her place and check on her? Maybe take her some soup and crackers?" "Sure, Mom. That's no problem at all." "Red, I am so proud of you. I couldn't have been blessed with a better child. Your father and I are going to do something very special for your graduation. These 2 months will fly by before you know it. Then my little girl is off to grad school." "Aw, Mom, don't go and get all sappy on me now." "I'll try not to. I'm just so proud of you, darling. So do you have any plans for this upcoming weekend?" "Nothing out of the ordinary. I'll just be studying with some friends. A few of my classmates asked me to lead a study group for our upcoming exam." "Well, that sounds nice, honey." "I also got invited to a party this weekend. I don't think I'm going to go, though." "Why not, dear?" "Mom, you know that's not really my thing. Besides, it's probably going to be nothing but a bunch of drunken fraternity boys drooling over anything that walks in with a vagina. You remind me so much of myself when I was your age. But, honey, I actually think it wouldn't be such a bad idea for you to get out for a little while and have some fun. You hardly do anything outside your schoolwork. I think going to a party with some friends would be good for you." "I don't know, Mom. I told Casey I would sleep on it. God knows she really wants me to go." "Well, sweetheart, the oven timer just went off, so my casserole is done. I wanted to cook something special for your father. He's waiting to hear about his new promotion. I'm about to set the table, so I will talk to you tomorrow, honey." The next day, Red goes to the grocery store to buy her grandmother some soup and crackers. As she approached the doorway, she notices a group of guys standing outside smoking cigarettes and yelling at various females as they pass by. "Hey, sexy, you really looking good today. Why don't you give me your number so we can hook up sometime?" Red ignores the silly catcalls and proceeds into the grocery store. While walking the aisle, she sees the guys circling her, and she grabs the soup and crackers and rushes to the checkout. Clutching the bag close, she rushes down the sidewalk, headed to Grandma's. Not looking where she's going, she bumps into someone and drops the bag. She bends down, and on her way back up, her eyes meet his, and their gaze lock.
"Where are you going in such a rush?"
"Headed to take my grandma some soup."
"Well, isn't that sweet of you? Maybe I'll see you around."
"Maybe."
"Maybe I'll see you later. My bras are having a party tonight."
"If you mean the Kappa party, you just might. Later." She rushes away, and when she feels safe, she looks back to see if he's still there. The rest of the walk, she wonders what came upon her. While being so confused with her thoughts, she had not realized that she had made it to her grandmother's house. She knocks on the door, and Grandma answers. "Hi, sweetie. Come on in and sit down. How have you been?" "Good. Granny, I see you're a little under the weather. I hope the soup I brought you helps you feel better." "Oh, sweetie, I really appreciate you bringing a little old lady like me some soup so late in the day. Shouldn't you be getting ready for one of those parties you young college students have these days?" "Well, actually, Grandma, I was invited to one tonight, but I'm not sure." "Well, excuse me, Grandma." "Yes, Casey?" "Are you on your way back?" "Not yet, but I don't think I'm going to go. Besides, I don't have anything to wear." "Oh, well, lucky for you, I have something for you to wear. Hurry up and get back. It's getting late and we have to get ready." "I'm at my grandmother's right now." "Oh, sweetie, don't let me hold you back. Go and have some fun with your friends, but beware of wolves in sheep's clothing." "Are you sure, Granny? What do you mean by wolves in sheep's clothing?" "Yes, sweetie. Go and have some fun." Red heads back to her dorm. As soon as she gets there, she is bombarded by Casey and whisked into the bathroom for her makeup. "Now that you have caked makeup on my face, where's this outfit you got for me?" Casey smirks and heads to the closet and pulls out bright red cocktail dress that is the perfect shade of red. "I hope you do not expect me to wear it." "What's wrong with it?" "Everything, except for the color." They argue back and forth for a while, but Casey somehow gets Red into the dress, and they head out to the party. As they pull up to the party, Red begins to get nervous. All she can see outside are people standing around, and it reminds her of how uncomfortable she was at the grocery store earlier. She's not sure if she can do this, especially in this skimpy dress that Casey squeezed her into. They get out the car, and she tries to tug at the hem of the dress, hoping it would add some much-needed length. She looks over to Casey, and she's her normal, bubbly self that is ready to mingle. They head up to the sidewalk to the house, and immediately they draw some attention. She feels a tug at her arm and jerks away, and looks nervously to see where it came from. And somewhere she can hear the faint whistle of a man seeing something that he likes. They gradually make their way through the crowd into the building and spot 2 open stools at the bar.
"What's up, shorty? My name is Randall, but everyone calls me Randy. Who let your fine behind out? Can I buy you a drink?"
"How about I buy you a clue? Women don't like to be harassed 2 seconds after meeting you. Keep your mangy paws off of me."
"Chill, you weren't all that anyway. I was just trying to make your day."
"Dang, Red, why you gotta burn him like that?" "I'm not about to get felt up all night." "How about we get on the dance floor?" Red is hesitant, but agrees to her friend's request. They start to dance, and for the first time all night, Red is actually having a good time. They get through a few songs until some grubby guy decides to get behind her and tries to pull her up by the waist and make her dance with him. She tries to pull away, but his grip is too tight. She gives him a forceful shove and rushes out. Zev sees her and follows.
"What's wrong? Not having a good time?"
"Not really. Your guests don't know how to keep their filthy paws to themselves."
"Sorry to hear you're not having a good time. Is there anything I can do to change that?"
"I just really want to get out of here." Red goes back into the house to find her friend Casey to let her know she's ready to leave. She sees her friend on the dance floor getting down with some random guy. "Casey, I'm ready to go. Come on, let's get out of here." "Girl, the party is just getting started. I'm not ready to leave yet. You go ahead without me." "I'm not leaving without you. We came together, so we leave together." By this time, Red notices that her friend is quite drunk. "Come on, Casey. You've been drinking, and it's time we really got out of here." "Dang, Red, why you gotta be such a party pooper?" "Call me what you want, but we're leaving." Red grabs her friend by the wrist, and they head for the front door. As they are heading for the door, some random guy grabs Casey's butt and flashes her a half-crooked smile. Casey flashes him a smile back, but this makes Red furious. Red smacks his hand and lets him have it. Keep your filthy paws to yourself and have some freaking respect for a lady. How would you like it if some random guy grabs your mother's ass? Once again, Red grabs Casey by the arm and they storm out of the party. Once outside, Red notices Zev.
Hey, Red, where are you heading?
We're going home. I've had just enough partying for one night.
Well, could I give you and your friend a ride home? My car's just around the corner. Besides, your friend looks pretty wasted.
She's okay. We just need to get to her car. It's just a few blocks away.
Well, let me give you to a lift. To your car, at least. Come on, it's the least I can do. Besides, I feel really bad about you not having a good time at the party.
Red reluctantly obliges Zev's request, and she and Casey head to his car. As they reach Zev's car, he digs his hands into his pockets for his car keys. He checks his front and back pockets, and then remembers his keys were in his jacket, which is still inside.
I'll be right back. Wait right here. I left my car keys inside. Don't go anywhere. Just give me 2 seconds.
As Red and Casey wait alongside Zev's car, Red looks into his back seat and notices the strangest things. There's a box, and inside this box were duct tape, a rope, and a box of condoms. At this very moment, all Red could think of was the words her Nana had said to her earlier that day. Beware of the wolves in sheep's clothing. By this time, Red was practically holding her friend up by her shoulders. I just want to go to bed. Why aren't we riding with that guy? We're not riding with him because I have a good feeling that he is up to no good. Now come on, let's get out of here. The girls arrive to Casey's car and head home. As Red looks in her rearview mirror, she notices a car following them, which looks like Zev's car. Red stays calm and tries to think fast. Instead of going directly to her apartment, Red turns off her route and turns into the parking lot of the campus police station. Once Zev sees the girls turn into the police station, he continues to ride past only after shooting Red the bird and calling her a teasing bitch from the window of his car. Red glances over at her friend Casey in the passenger seat, who is deep asleep at this point and totally oblivious to the events that had taken place that night, and totally unaware of the heroism of her friend.